Okay, so I wanted to talk about something that I wanted to say that YENA's Catch Catch should be noticed more by K-pop stans. I know exactly that YENA's Catch Catch is viral and popular and people are liking it because it's reminiscent of old K-pop, which I definitely agree. And it's fun, it's catchy, the music video is also fun, and there are lots of things that make it a hit amongst K-pop stans. Now, the one thing that I want K-pop stans to notice this song for, which I haven't seen yet them noticing it, and they should, is this. K-pop stans complain a lot about, songs having more English than Korean, songs being shorter, and so many of these K-pop things that they complain about. And specifically focusing on songs having more English than Korean, I made this sort of unscripted talking video just for YENA's Catch Catch. K-pop stan should promote this song more and notice the song more for the fact that it has more Korean than English. It has very few English. I'm not sure how much English it has, but I'm pretty sure it does have English. But besides the maybe one two English words, the whole song is mainly Korean. And I want K-pop stans to promote the song for the simple fact that it has more Korean than English. Because as I said, K-pop stans be complaining about songs being shorter. What is it? Songs having more English than Korean. Mine is debuting more, adults debuting less, and all these sorts of things. And when popular groups, popular companies, popular artists that K-pop stans know about, even within the mainstream sphere, when they do things that are come as solutions to these things, like YENA's Catch Catch having more Korean than English, to counter and be a solution to the complaints of K-pop stans being like songs are having more English than Korean, I never see K-pop stans when there is solutions. K-pop stans are ever ready to complain. Songs are getting shorter, minors debut more, adults debut less, songs have more English than Korean, and so many of these complaints. But when the solutions come about, especially for mainstream artists that they follow, they are never there when these solutions exist to promote them. Because I'm mostly seeing these K-tubers complain constantly, time and time again, in their unpopular K-pop opinions videos and stuff like that, or in separate commentary videos. But when it's solutions being provided to them right on the plate, they're never promoting these songs for those solutions, even if the song is well liked by the majority of the K-pop stans. And I want K-pop stans to promote these songs more for the solutions that exist, so we can move in to a direction further that shows that we care about solutions, rather than just being here to hate and complain about K-pop, even though these solutions exist, but we just don't want to notice them even amongst popular and mainstream artists that we follow that are providing these solutions, that we do not look at them for these specific solutions that exist. I just want K-pop stans to move in the direction where they promote these solutions, even if it's one song, two songs, a small list. And even if the amount of songs they promote is not a lot or enough to make it a big enough list to show that, oh, this is normal in K-pop, at least it shows that the K-pop stan is going in the right direction, seeing these songs for the solutions they provide and promoting them for that specific solution, not just promoting the song because they like it or something. I want K-pop stans to move in the direction to show that they actually care about wanting solutions, rather than just being here to complain. Another group that I Another artist that I wanted to talk about is Dodree. They are a Korean duo female group that debuted with Just Like a Dream. It's a Korean traditional style song that feels K-pop in a way, but it's Korean traditional music in a K-pop style that feels more modern. And they don't only have Korean traditional instrumentals in the song, but also they have the Korean traditional style singing also. They debuted in 2026 under JYP sub-label. A sub-label by JYP debuted them. And what's so great about the song is that it is fully Korean with one or two English lines. It's mainly in Korean. And I know that this type of song is not typically K-pop stans style because they don't normally listen to Korean traditional music, but this song exists amongst a popular company, even if it's a sub-label, that debuted them with a song that is mainly and mostly Korean. And the song is also it's short in length, it's like 3 minutes something, but it feels like a long song even if it's short in length, and it has a bridge, it has all its structured parts that y'all say some songs lack, but this has all its structured parts, the verses, choruses, bridges, everything. And it also is a really great song for K-pop stans to, like, promote it as good music, rather than when K-pop stans say like K-pop is boring and K-pop is this, K-pop is that, just to talk about K-pop music not hitting as much. But this song is actually great. It checks all the boxes. Even if it's short, it feels long when you listen to it. That's in my opinion, because when I listen to it, I don't feel it as short. It has mainly Korean with very few English lines and words. It also doesn't feel boring. It actually feels like a good K-pop song, in my opinion. It feels like, you know, genuinely something that sounds like it's a good K-pop song. And it also has all its structured parts, the verses, the choruses, the bridges, pre-chorus, choruses, everything is there. And this, alongside Gina's Catch Catch, should be promoted by K-pop stans simply for the solutions that they provide. Because I'm just tired of K-pop stans complaining, but they are not making videos to promote solutions, because complaining can be done 10 times, 20 times, 100 times, but one solution video changes everything. But I've never seen any K-pop stan who has complained up till now about many different things provide solutions, which I always think that they are just doing it for the views and the subs and the likes and the engagement, and for people to agree with them. Because where is the solutions? Where are you providing the solutions? Why are you always here complaining about songs getting shorter, but then when songs exist that are long, even amongst popular mainstream artists that you follow within their B-sides, within their whatever, you don't check them out, you don't, you know, promote them, you don't give them the due praise for being long. I made a video of 2026/2025 popular and known Korean artist songs that are long, and I started it from 3 minutes 10 seconds all the way up to 4 minutes 5 minutes, however the longest song was in the video. I added all popular artists. I added Chungha, Sunmi, I added subunits from groups of Triple S and IDNTT, and 17 subunits, Astro subunits. I added who some soloists as well, popular soloists like Lee Mujin, as I said, Sunmi and Chunga, and Baekhyun. I think I added, and I think I added Chen. I don't know if it was Chen or if it was Dio. I don't remember. I added Kyung So, who's also a popular artist. I added Siso Neon, who's a popular indie band, and I added popular artists for many different genres of Korean music, whether they're popular amongst the K-pop stans in the mainstream sphere, or whether they're popular amongst Koreans, or whether they're popular within their own genre. And I found a lot of songs for my video to be 30 plus minutes. I'm removing the intro and outro and the part where I explain the video idea. It would still come up to maybe like 29 minutes plus or 28 minutes plus. That's still long enough, just including the songs. And I added a lot of artists that you know about. So it's like, if I can find these songs and provide the solutions to you guys, whether it be with popular songs, whether it be with no good songs, with me trying to actually show you that these things exist, why don't you? What type of illness do you have that you don't want to check out the solutions? Because to me it just feels like that you're like here to complain without ever providing solutions. And I know that there are K-pop stans who validly complain, have proper critiques on these topics, and can actually bring into discussion certain things that will make me go like, yes, this K-pop stan knows what they're talking about. But for many other K-pop stans who make these unpopular K-pop opinions videos, to make these commentary videos and stuff, they don't feel like they genuinely complaining because they hate these things. They rather just complaining for the views and the engagement. Because someone who makes a title unpopular K-pop opinions video that will get me cancelled, or that will make people mad, or something outrageous like that, and then they're adding opinions about songs are getting shorter, songs have more English than Korean, songs are this, songs are that, or something to complain about K-pop. I never trust these channels with their things, because people who make outrageous titles are never here to properly give their opinions and thoughts, except for someone like Rosieri, because I've always given them due praise for having opinions. that are brand new each time, even if they have like outrageous titles for their opinions videos. But besides that, many channels be doing these outrageous titles and they are not worth listening to because they will never be here to provide anything of a value with their critiques and with their opinions. So that's why I'm just like, Yena's Catch Catch exists, Dodree's Just Like a Dream exists, and probably some more songs within the popular K-pop sphere exist that y'all don't know about. Maybe the song is not your style, maybe the artist who was once popular is not as popular anymore, maybe the album didn't do so well or what or not, but still they exist. So why aren't you promoting them? You might know these artists, you might be checking out their songs, you might be listening to them, but where's the promotions of these artists for these things? Let's say for example you're listening to a popular artist, right, within a K-pop group, meaning you're listening to a K-pop group's new album, and maybe there are three songs in the album out of maybe let me rephrase that. Say there's a popular K-pop group that you stand, they release a new album, it's a mini album of 6 songs, and say 3 out of those 6 songs are longer in length, meaning they are long songs. 3 minutes 20 seconds, 3 minutes 15 seconds, 3 minutes 43 seconds, for example. And you're listening to them and you like these songs and you vibe with them, and you're also a KTuber. Where are you with promoting these 3 songs as long to your audiences to show that, oh, here are some songs that are long? Even if it's just like a short, even if it's just like a community post or something, where are you doing that? Are you not the one to want it? Because you might be a KTuber who complains about these things like short songs and songs having more English than Korean. But if these solutions exist and you notice them, why aren't you promoting them? That's what I'm trying to say. Why can't we just move in the direction of, you know, what you may call it, doing these things so we can move forward and we can give other people a reason that we actually care about these things? Because whenever I see complaints and never see solutions on the same channel, I'm just like, who is actually wanting the solutions if the solutions are not provided? The whole reason I make these sort of videos that are debunking videos and that are solutions and stuff is because it's mainly due to the fact that K-pop stans will never do their own research, so I have to do it for them, but also because of the fact that I realized that it's good to have these solutions videos, especially for K-pop stans who may not have the time to research to all these songs to make these videos themselves. So me having these videos where I research these songs, it's a great compilation archival video for K-pop stans to watch so they can see it in one place. It's like when you go to K-pop wiki, for example, and look at all the debuts that they list within a year, so you won't have to research yourself to music channels, to all these things just to find those debuts. K-pop wiki does the hard work for you, and you can just use those songs within your videos where you're ranking debuts and stuff like that. So I think that besides the fact that K-pop stans are lazy and don't want to do their own research, these videos that I make become great archival footage for K-pop stans to just come and watch each time they want a video where someone compiles a list of long songs that exist or songs that have more Korean than English, which I haven't done yet because it would be too hard for me to do that. And yeah, so I feel like my videos doing these things are great archivals, but I'm just wondering why K-pop stans never want to and have an illness of finding solutions, and they just mainly complain for the views. And you cannot tell me that you don't that you're validly complaining and you're not doing it for the views, because if you're a KTuber who's complaining more than finding solutions, or at least providing solutions, even if it's one video, one short, one community post to show that you're moving in the right direction, then how can I listen to you when you guys are never finding solutions? Tell me, how can I listen to you? You guys are not worth listening to if you're gonna come and tell me that, oh, you do care deeply about these things. If you do care deeply about these things, then where are you finding solutions? Because if someone cares deeply about something, they would go and they would look up solutions, they would question things, and they would do this, do that, rather than just trying to complain about these things, and then their complaints come out as hot takes, come out as things to anger people, come out as things to just get engagement and for people to be like, I agree, I agree with your sentiment, I'm on the same page as you. It's just dumb.